Merry Christmas! This is Snowman Jazz. For this holiday, I am going to review Pokemon Black for the Nintendo DS. I thought, since I did a DS LP of that recently, that I would do a review on this popular, semi-popular, well, let's just get on to it. Okay, let's start with the basics. Pokemon Black and Pokemon White version were the 5th generation of Pokemon for the Nintendo DS, which was released in Japan on September 18, 2010, and in North America, my region, on March 6, 2010. Game Freak had a new idea, a new concept. Let's remove all 493 Pokemon everyone knows and loves and add new ones. Yes, new ones. No one of our favorite Pokemon are back here this time, folks. Instead, we have things like a Baconator, a Snake Salad, and Marineland's mascot. Yeah. Their names are Tepig, Snivy, and Oshawott. Which, to be fair, when they have thought they're pretty damn awesome, as much as I make fun of them. We also get Pokemon like garbage bags and ice cream cones. But forget about that. Pretty much gave a whole new region of Pokemon, hoping to start new people's journey to Pokemon, with thinking there's going to be a whole new generation of Pokemon players, so they thought they would give them their whole new region of their own. Kind of that type of idea. Well, it doesn't always work, guys. I mean, granted, there are some cool Pokemon you have invented, like Samurai, Hydreigon, Haxorus, but then there's some that are not. I mean, it's not always going to work, guys. I mean, yes, I understand, like, rolling the dice, trying, but, nah. We'll just say some of the Pokemon were okay enough to tolerate to play with. Now, let's go on the graphics there. The graphics are actually pretty damn decent, especially for its generation of systems, for the DS. The characters are very well, designed. Each gym leader and the Elite Four champions and the main characters are all, well, almost all, incredible. Just to put it simply. And the designs of the Pokemon aren't all bad. Again, the garbage can ice cream cone, garbage bag ice cream cone. But some are overdone. I mean, well done. I mean, they put their best effort into it. But again, when you think of designs like ice cream cones and garbage bags, you dread to think what Pokemon will come up with next. I would never sit on a toilet again if they did that. But anyway, let's just ignore that thought. The buildings designs and cities designs are actually pretty decent, again, for this generation, with the exception of Castelia City, which is damn amazing. I mean, you could turn left and right, the buildings are tall, and it's literally it's like New York City. Wait, isn't that what it was based on? Well, oops. Well, I guess whoa, yay, Game Freak. Actually thinking of the North America for once. Good for you. Going region on region. So, Game Freak, we're really going to do a game based on Canada. Probably not for a while, eh? Well, anyway, the graphics are really well done. They really captured the design well. I think now I would go on to the audio, video soundtracks. The root soundtracks are somewhat memorable. Technically, I've never been the one to listen to music very much, so that is just me. Anyone else could say one of the best music masterpieces they've ever seen. Me, it needs to be a damn good music for me to remember it. So, or catchy music for me to remember it. Like, I remember the Gym Leader Battles theme, Ends Decisive Battle. I sort of remember Alder's battle theme, as silly as that sounds, just different, unique. Kind of reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh! A little bit, Pharaoh, Egypt a little bit. That's how I remember it somehow. The Pokemon's battle cries are okay, like normal. They haven't failed on it or anything. You can actually hear, like, water when it's flowing. Which is something I forgot to mention in graphics, is about how you can see the water flowing and seeing the leaves sway. They just get detailed like that, which is excellent. Okay, difficulty challenge. I'd say medium to hard. I'd actually lean more towards hard. For one, the gym leaders after the first gym leader are extremely challenging, and all the trainers from this point on are. Also, the new experience system. Guys, when did you decide to do this? Really? I mean, really. At the beginning of Pokemon, you go to Patch Grass, you could train a Pokemon from maybe level 5 to level 10, or 11, in maybe a half hour. If you try to do this in one patch of grass at the beginning of the game in black or white, it could take 2-3 hours. What happens here, folks, is, let's say you start a level 5 Pokemon. You get a certain amount of experience, but the higher your level gets, it decreases. The experience you get from that Pokemon decreases each level you get. So in other words, you should train in a same patch of grass for too long, or, well, you'd just be training for a long, long time. It was hard enough when you would need more and more experience as you leveled up to gain it. If you had a lower level experience gain, like what are you trying to do with this? Make people throw the game out the window after taking like 2 hours just to train a good team of Pokemon up to like level 12, 13, 14? Yeah. That's one thing that didn't impress me. And also with the challenge of the trainers in the game, it doesn't help the player much. Which brings me on to replay value, which is funny for me to go on this part, but and after game. I'll put those two in the same category. After game. Okay, what does after game consist of? Look, are telling you to find the 7 sages, battling the Elite Four again, battling Alder, and that's it. Yeah. And unless you're the type that likes to train up Pokemon competitively or catching them all, which is strange to hear, even though a lot do, there's some that don't. And for that majority of people, maybe it's not such a big deal for you not to exclude things like that, but for that majority of people, they won't be impressed. There's no, unless you start the game, do the story again, and train another team of Pokemon, there's no replay value in it. I mean, I would constantly have to start a new game and catch different Pokemon each time just to get a full experience of it. I mean, it's a fun game to do an egg off of. I can kind of say that. And, well, my overall thought. The game isn't bad if you take away the whole new region of Pokemon, the stupid experience system, and the lack of after game, fun after game. it still is good. It has a storyline that, guys, people don't think of. This storyline in this game is one of the best to have been made in main games. Yes, I said in main games. I think the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series has done a better job than most parts. Pokemon Coliseum and XD have a decent storyline as well. In the main series game, Pokemon Black comes close to one of the first games to make a decent story, besides just catching them all, beating the bad guys, and battling the champions. But getting all 8 badges, battling the champion. You have a battle against troops and ideals, which is amazing. And the story's really well to near the end, but still, it pulls you in. So for storyline, it's an excellent game. For otherwise, it's okay. It's interesting. Well, I hope you enjoyed this Christmas review. If you like to see a Pokemon Black in my perspective, hit that like button. If you want to see more content, subscribe. And Merry Christmas from Jazzy the Snowman.